Shalom. First of all, I'd like to start off by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to you, brothers, so they're putting on this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep. And to you, brothers and sisters tuning in, Shalom. Let's start off with the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, starting with verse 3. And it says, "The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know, my people do not consider. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord, Yahweh Shai. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. From the sole of the feet even unto the head there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and petrifying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment." And the title of this lesson is, Jake, you should consider listening for a minute. Okay, because right now we in that time, in Great Babylon, America, and across this earth in general, we are seeing these tribulations are starting to, they're starting to gear up here in Great Babylon, America. You are having, the homelessness that's increasing. You have the financial crisis that's getting worse and worse and worse. And who's being impacted by this? Jakes. Okay, when you get Jakes here, you have two types of Jakes here. You have the Jake that are the mockers and the scorners because everything in their life is going great right now, and then you have the Jakes that are basically, these are your wipers and your scorpions. These are just straight up just niggers. Okay, these are the ones that really Esau really is going to try to send up to these camps, and try to intimidate the prophets, try to hurt the prophets. These are the ones that are going to be, pointing the fingers at us out there on the highway in the Bible and say, these are the ones that are causing the trouble here in Great Babylon, America. Okay, and we've seen the examples of this. Okay, with niggers approaching camp. You remember back in South Carolina there with the Elder Menachem Zach. With that, we know that was a high nigger that approached the camp. That's nigger type 1. Okay, and then you have nigger type 2, like this smiling jabroni you see here with with the glasses on right here, who think they're so smart. Okay, that basically they think they have Esau figured out. But the only people that have Esau figured out is what? The servants of Yahushua and Mashiach. Because why? We go into the scriptures and we understand, okay, why we're in this situation pursuing the Deuteronomy 28, okay, and what is going to take place, okay, here in Great Babylon, America, and across this earth, and what is going to happen to this man, okay, the son of perdition, Esau, the so-called white man, okay, and that's why the Lord say, the ox, which is considered a dumb animal, okay, knows his master, but the people, Yasharala, us so-called Black Americans and Latinos, don't consider, okay, the fact that we are above these other nations that were created here on this earth, okay? And the Lord is getting tired to the point to say, you know what? There's not going to be any more going into slavery. There's not going to be any more of these tribulation under Esau, okay, under slavery, okay? He's just simply going to do what? He's just simply going to destroy, okay, 2/3 of people. So-called Black Americans, Latino. We can go into the book of Jeremiah 4 and starting with verse 22, and it says, "For my people is foolish, they have not known me, they are sort of children, and they have not understanding, they are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge." And that evil is part of following in the system. You see Jake going into these, LGBTQ parade, the Rainbow Coalition. You see Jake them getting into bestiality. Okay, you even had a video that was actually just went out where these Jakes, okay, these Gadites were accusing, okay, IUIC of having weapons out there. They were testifying to them, letting them know who they are and what the so-called white man has done to them, and that they should repent from all of their, sorceries and wickedness and worshiping stones and sticks and birds and all the other stuff. And the so-called white man, okay, and return to Yahweh Shemi Ashai, and he said, what happened? You have when these Atears, okay, Edomite, go and make a video accusing them, okay, of bringing weapons and intimidating people there. And in the video, there was no evidence of that. So that goes to show, okay, our people is going to follow the fashion of this world. They're going to side with our enemy, Esau, the so-called white man, because you have the left wing and the right wing, and Jake is in between, and he's listening to both sides. Okay, depends on which side is going to offer him more of these carnal things here in Great Babylon, America. Okay, and so you have them doing these wickedness right there, continues and going on. They're mocking, the prophets, the servant of Yahushua and Mashiach, plotting against us, as these, hooded Negroes, that's walking around, looking to be brass and brave against what? Their own people. But okay, we understand, okay, the Lord has something for them to really test the mettle of these doggone Marcus and these scorners, okay, and these tough guy Jakes. Okay, this is the book of Zechariah 13 and verse 8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, 2 parts therein should be cut off and die, but the 3rd part should be left therein. 1/3 of Yasharala Israel, or so-called Black Americans and Latino, is going to be left, okay, alive. Okay, and it says, and I will bring the 3rd part through the fire and refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh Bashimashai is my power. Okay, so you have to know the name. This is the reason why we go there and we start the salutation with, you know, with using the proper Paleo Hebrew name for the Father and the Son. Okay, and we also close out with our lessons and also our camps out there with that, and we teach our people those things here. We wear those on our garments. Okay, and this is part of the ministry that Yahweh Mashiach has told us that when we go out there, this is what we have to do. We have to spread His gospel out there to the highway and the byway. Okay, and bid as many to the marriage as possible. But see, our people, you know, they don't consider, they don't want to take the minute. They think they're too smart, or they think they're too tough. Okay, they think they're too smart and they think they're too tough, and they can't envision that someone that looks like them is actually, okay, the master of the universe, the creator of all things, including the so-called white man who is boasting his technology and exalt himself, okay, as the powers of heaven and on earth. Okay, this is the book of Revelations 7 verse 1. It says, and after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, of whom it was given to hurt the earth and sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and they were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Okay, and we know that this is the man, okay, the servant of Mashiach, who was sealed from, 12,000 from each tribe. Okay, there's 12 tribes of Israel, Yasharala, so-called Black Americans and Latino. So they were sealed. This is part of the 130 lakh. Okay, so we don't know that exact number. Okay, these numbers were specific of the men that were servants of the Mashiach that were sealed. Okay, but 2/3, as I read earlier, okay, pursuant to Isaiah chapter 1 and Salakia to Zechariah chapter 13, okay, starting verse 8, where two-thirds will be cut off and 1/3, okay, will be brought through the fire. Meaning what? Through the tribulation that's going to be taking place here on Great Babylon, America, across this earth in general. Okay, and we can go into Matthews and where this is described, okay, in the horror and the contents and how this is going to take. And this is Matthews 24 and starting verse 21. It says, For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world at this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days shall be shortened, there shall be none flesh saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Who the elect? That's the 144,000 and 1/3, okay, who's been deemed worthy to be saved, okay, out of Yasharala Israel, okay, also called Black Americans and Latino. I just read it to you in Revelation 7 verse 1, okay, where that angel told the 4 angels, hey, don't hurt the earth and the sea, don't do any damage, don't kill these people, don't slaughter them, don't really bring the rod of Yahweh Shemashah on this earth until the elect has been sealed. So we are not part right now. We're in grace. The elect has been sealed. We're going out there in the highway and the byway. The servants of Mashiach who are alive right now in the flesh is going out there, okay, and doing the work of the Mashiach, okay. And when that is done, when we are no longer on the highway and the byway for you to make your mockery, for you to threaten us, okay, for you to take money from Esau to come out there and provoke us, okay, and to harm us or whatever the case is like that, and you think this is all a joke and you're a tough guy and you're a funny guy, you're simply too smart and too tough, okay, to humble yourself to this truth, okay, then you're going to see exactly what we were talking about, because it just was described to you in Matthew 24, verse 21, where the tribulation is going to be so horrific on this earth. Okay, death, pain, suffering, famine, you name it, and every conceivable wickedness that could be thought of that the so-called white man is going to be bringing here on this earth. Okay, as being the left side of Yahushua Mashiach to judge us earth in destruction and death, okay, then you will know there was a prophet amongst you. Lord willing, you edified. I'd like to close by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honor, said teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to you, brothers, so they're putting on the true, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep. And to you, brothers and sisters, tuning in, Shalom, DT, and the Bible, Jake, listen for a minute. You're not a tough guy, and you're not funny.